Hello everyone, my name is Fernanda de Castro Nakamura and I am a PhD student in Social Services at Universidade Estadual Paulista, São Paulo State University in English, located in city of Franca, state of São Paulo, Brazil. And I am here today to present my work, Regional Epidemiological Study and Social Development, Knowledge of the Population Profile for the Planning of Public Policies in Brazil. This work is part of my dissertation, concluded on 2017, and it was supervised by Professor Aguinaldo Souza Barbosa. And to this conference, I made it with the partnership and contributions of Silvio de Almeida Júlio. And after I made the contest of this work, let's begin with the presentation. The first questions that we have is, what is a regional epidemiological study? And how this instrument could contribute for the planning of public policies and social development? So to answer these questions, we have to consider some special factors like population distribution, determinants of disease, damages on health, and events associated with collective health. So these factors in public policy's health area serve to conduct specific measures for the prevention, control, eradication of disease and providing indicators that support the planning, administration, and evaluation of health actions. So, as we can see from these factors, the epidemiology works eminently with the observation of risk situations. So, it's not the object of our work to characterize all the types of epidemiological studies, because we see it in the perspective of public policies that consist in guiding the actions of the public power. So I won't go through this subject. So continuing, considering these factors in health and turning them to the reality of big countries like Brazil, we have to analyze that there is a large population using the same services. So, for example, here in Brazil we have a unified system of health that has to attend all the Brazilian citizens in a universal way. So the problem is the extent of the country and the general public using this system. It is almost impossible to prevent all the health problems in all regions. Here in Brazil we have 26 states and 209 million people, so it's very big. And it makes the public policies in health inefficient for almost all citizens that use this unified system. So, taking it into account, we have to search for instruments that could contribute for the planning of these public policies. And the regional epidemiological study is one of them. Thus, the study consists in describing through qualified professionals the factors that intervene in the spread of disease and their frequency and distribution by sites. It has as an objective the evaluation of evolution, prophylaxis, and diagnostic methods in a junction of the clinic, statistics, and social medicine in order to produce knowledge and technology to promote the individual health through social demands. So reviewing the subject, we have a population, a big population, living in a big country, and many regional diseases that it transmuted into social demands. These social demands will serve for the planning of the public policies and actions of the public power, and for the execution in order to promote the universality in health. These government actions will be based on the knowledge of the population profile. So in light of these considerations, The regional epidemiological study is an instrument that can contribute to delimit the profile of population health, reduce inequalities in health, visualizing strategies and technologies to deal with disease according to the region. And as a result and conclusions in Brazil, this instrument could serve for the planning of the public policies in health and consequently lead to saving public resources, satisfaction of the users of the public health system, that is universal, low rates of judicialization of health, knowledge about the demographic profile of a given region for specific actions in the health area, political actions that aim the socio-economic development, and the promotion of the universalization of health actions and services, considering the specifications of diseases in regions. So, in addition to the subject, we could verify that this instrument could be applied in other countries that have problems with inefficiency of public policies in health area. I would like to thank you for your attention. This is my presentation, and have a good conference.